What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Ultimate B-Man, and I'm here to play some, or at least show you guys some gameplay of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Probably my first Street Fighter Cross Tekken video. I'm just here to do some post commentary. Mostly to talk about the new DLC characters and to kind of give an overall review of the entire game, and just kind of talk about some of the things that have been going on with this game, and how it's been hyped up and then it got knocked down. So but let's get all the other hoopla out of the way first. I have to say, to me, and still now, I still think Street Fighter Cross Tekken is probably one of the best street fighting games right now that is out.
Let's do our best.
I don't, I know there's a lot of other fighting games that are coming out, games like Virtual Fighter and Soul Calibur, what I'm saying, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. There's a lot of other fighting games that have been coming out and are coming out soon. But for some reason, I just feel very comfortable in playing this game. I think this game is done better than Super Street Fighter 4, because it took Super Street Fighter 4. It took 3 different versions before that game actually came together, which was kind of weird. It's just silly, because at first it was Street Fighter 4, and then came out Super Street Fighter 4, and then there's Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. So there were so many different versions of that game. It got out of hand. So I'm glad that this game did not end up getting that same treatment. And quite frankly, I don't see anything wrong with it. To me, I enjoyed the Tekken characters and the Street Fighter characters. I mean, although there is a lot of little tidbit stuff that people can point out here and there, but it's a solid fighting game. A 2D fighting game with 3D fighters that are supposed to be in it. I think the main thing is what really killed this game was the hype. I was hyped up by all the trailers, and how so many of the big fighting game guys out there, like Maximilian and whatnot, were talking about this game and talk about how much they were so hyped about it. And it was nice to hear that there was a lot of people who were on top of this. As big as I was about fighting games, I was really hyped up for it and was really hoping for a whole lot. I went to the midnight launch of it at my local game store, GameStop, and it wasn't as big as I wanted it to, because what really killed it to me was Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out on the same date, which kind of killed Street Fighter, Cross Tekken a little bit, because, so many people were so into Mass Effect 3, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken just kind of, slide right underneath it. I kind of felt bad for that, but still, there were a lot of people who were playing the game by the time the game did come out, and, I got all in it and whatnot. But, as the days go by and barely the game even gets out, less than a month, some hacker broke into the game and just literally got into it and just started to, he had found the hidden DLC characters in the game. And after that, there was a video that popped up about all these characters and whatnot. It was like only about 12 new characters, 6 characters from each side. First off being, what you saw, Blanca and Sakura, and now you're seeing Cody and Guy. And just to go off topic, I kind of like Guy's Kayusa outfit. red eyes and everything. He looks pretty badass. And Cody looking like Paul. It fits. I like it. That street punk look. But anyways, but yeah, the DLC character thing really got out of hand, and I didn't even know how many people were just starting to hate on it. I even made a video about it, a long time ago, several months ago, I have to say now, but I made a video about it, and I was like, why is everybody hating on the game? And it's like barely anybody bought it, so I don't even know how the hell anybody can really complain about a game that they don't even own, And plus, Capcom went off and said that they were going to release these characters, so everybody felt like that they were getting cheated out of their money. The game had already had like about 30-something characters already on it as it was, so you had plenty to work with. It wasn't like these 12 new characters are going to make a big difference in your strategy on how to play the game and whatnot. I just didn't understand what the hate was about. There's like so many people hating on this game because, my 12 characters, I want those 12 characters. Those 12 characters can actually make me really good in this game. I was like, bullshit. I was like, there's no way in hell that getting these 12 new characters is really going to get you. What it really boiled down to is that people felt like they were getting cheated out of their money by Capcom. Capcom was pulling the strings again with the DLC, and so much hate ran up Capcom's ass. It wasn't even funny. Too many people complained. Too many people made forums about it, blogged about it. Too many people made so many response videos about it. But I made one, like I said. But I was behind the game more or less. I mean, I didn't care about it. I enjoyed the game because it was fun. But all those guys out there that felt like they want their entire game, I was like, you have to look at it. Nowadays, with 360, the PS3, and even the upcoming Wii U and whatnot, all these new systems and whatnot are going to have these downloadable, hunk of junk, which is not something that we had back in the day with the NES and Sega, and stuff like that. Technology's going up. I wish that they would stop doing DLC because, in my opinion, I think it's just going to get them in trouble. So it's really, I think DLC is really screwing up a lot of things. You have to pay for cards to buy points, and you have to earn points and stuff like that, and just to buy this character or this, map pack or some junk like that. And I kind of hate that a lot. I wish they just make an entire game and work with it. To me, the best company that does it the best, period, is Nintendo, because you can see how much success they're making off of without having to go through the trouble of doing DLC, because they can't get in trouble because they don't do downloadable crap. They make a game, they make an entire game. There's no DLC to Super Mario Galaxy anytime soon, as far as I know. No extra little bonus level. You have to find it in the game, which is something I would have liked. Which is something else about this game I would have liked, is to unlock characters and earn points within the game to unlock these characters, more or less, than actually having to wait months and months to buy them and whatnot. So I think it's silly on some points, but I don't think this game needed the heat that it deserved. I think it got way too much heat. It was just way too silly, and I people were just overreacting to it. Another thing I have to comment on in 1 second is Dudley is his alternate costume is supposed to be Tiger. My little brother pointed out that he looks like Bobobo. If you don't know that anime, you need to look it up, because he really does look like Bobobo. If you look at it, if you give him that long mustache and give him the right voice, he could pull off a Bobobo, and his afro's got to be yellow. You know what I'm saying? So I laughed at it when he said that, but yeah, the DLC thing was kind of a big discussion, but as far as I know of, nobody really complained about how the game was that bad. If you don't like 2D fighting games, then don't play 2D fighting games. That's all I gotta say about it. Don't play a 2D fighting game and you're a 3D fighter. Like, if you play Dead or Alive or Street Fighter, or if you play Tekken and whatnot, you play only 3D fighting games and you decided only because they put Tekken characters in this game that you're gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? And then complain about it. I was like, that's your fault for buying the game in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And then, and people were so bent on thinking that they were going to make a Street Fighter Cross Tekken Arcade Edition or something. They were just poking and making fun of Capcom because that's what they did with Street Fighter 4. But thank God they didn't do that, and they didn't pull a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on us either. So I hated that. If you want to talk about a fighting Capcom game that I have to hate the most, is probably Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I wish I had bought Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at this point, because I would like to play that game just to see what all the new characters can do and stuff like that. And a lot of people eventually were like, this game is actually pretty good. But the way that it was, the way it was presented to us, like only like 5 months later down the road, it was too much. But this game barely came out for like a month, and already people were hating on it, breaking it down, and killing it. So, but overall, to me, the DLC thing, it's not that bad, because hell, even Mass Effect during that time it came out, it found out that it had a terrible ending and terrible DLC. The game was great, but it turned out that the game, Mass Effect even had a bad rep, with the DLC thing too. So, and as big as Mass Effect is, to hear about that game went through some DLC issues too is kind of silly as well. So, and that was because of the ending of the game, which I won't spoil or nothing like that. You could pretty much look it up, and at this point, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it. Just look at your current, color wheel, and you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. So, but anyways, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, it's a great fighting game. It's fun, and finally getting the 12 new characters in this game. I have to say, I'm having fun with it. I'm actually enjoying the new characters and every bit about them and everything. I'm kind of trying to find a new team here with these new characters too. So, I don't think they're better than the characters that have already been presented. I think it's going to take some time in figuring out which ones to stick with and whatnot. I'm just, right now, at this point, I'm kind of just playing with the team ups and whatnot. So, pretty much, at the beginning of the video, you saw Blanca and Sakura, which I think are a pretty good dynamic duo. Although I was doing very terrible with Blanca. I'm not the huge big Blanca fighter, because Blanca is not the first character I pick in Street Fighter games, period, at all. I think he's pretty good, but I just can't play Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm sorry, I can't play with him. The electric Pikachu Sonic the Hedgehog guy. I can't play with him. That's what I used to call him back in the day. Then there was Paul, Cody, and Guy. I think I'm going to enjoy playing with Guy a little bit more in this game than I have in other Street Fighter games, because I've actually been able to play with him a whole lot more and actually been able to execute a lot of his combos here and there. And Cody, I've been stuck with Cody ever since Street Fighter Alpha 3, so I don't think me and his relationship, it's a pretty good relationship in the fighting game circuit. So I think I'm sticking with Cody. If chips are down, I'm picking Cody, just to mess you up. So you saw me shank the crap out of Murdoch. So as for Dudley or Dooley, however you pronounce his name, I tend to say Dooley, and Elena, which thank God they put Elena in a street fighting game. About damn time. So I got my Capoeira girl and my British boxer. I'm not even gonna be mad. I think I'm gonna hook Steve, Fox, and Dudley up just to see if I can get a combo set going. Because I'm pretty sure somebody out there is already doing that team up right now, doing a Steve, Fox, and Dudley team. So, but I'm gonna try to see what I can do. So, you know what I'm saying. And right now, as you're seeing Brian Fury in the urine outfit, the alternate costume. I went out and pretty much got the alternate costumes for the new characters, because I got some of the alternate costumes for the characters that were already in the game, but I didn't buy all of them. I only bought but a few of my favorites. But for all the new characters that just came out recently, I bought all their outfits, because, you know, I think I like all of them. I don't hate any of the characters in the game, but I think the 12 new DLC characters are pretty fun to play with. So, and Jack dressed up like E Honda is funny as hell to me. Speaking of which, Brian and Jack, Brian, he can kill a health bar. I've noticed that. Brian Fury can kill a health bar, and as slow as Jack is, he doesn't have a great walking speed and whatnot, but if you get too close to that dude, he can probably mess you up. And that the fact that he has a dash attack, side tackle attack, that can pretty much wall bounce you, and you can pretty much work off of that. As you can see in these fights, I haven't perfected any of these characters yet. I'm just playing with them day by day, and now that I have them, I'm playing. I just now got back into Street Fighter Cross Tekken now. This is my return in August. Since when did it come out? February or something like that. Well, I hadn't been that off since that long, but the last time I played it was around in May. I think I stopped playing it in May. I think it was in May it came out. I'm not for sure. May or July. And I just stopped playing it for a while and started playing other games, as you can clearly see in the videos. You can clearly see I've been playing other video games and whatnot. But I'm enjoying the new characters and enjoying everything that they have to offer. I mean, it's just great to see some of my favorite Tekken characters in here and whatnot. As you can see now, it's Lee Wulong and Christy going against Chun-Li and Cammy. And oh my god, Christy is hot as hell. She is one sexy Brazilian capoeira girl. I don't care what you say. I don't know what she's dressed up like. I think she's dressed up like Cammy. But if Cammy had that outfit, I think she would have, I think Cammy needs that outfit. She's dressed up like Cammy or Jury or something like that. The other Jury from another Street Fighter Alpha 3 game, I think. So, I'm not for sure. But as for Lee Wulong, he's dressed up like Dan, the troll. A lot of people tend to say that he's a troll. I can't say I can't disagree or not, but Dan's cool. He's okay, but I hate fighting the guy. I really do. Lee Wulong, when I was playing as Lee, it come to find out that Lee has some pretty good movesets. You have to kind of figure them out. As you can see, I was standing there for a minute, and he was doing like the dragon and the snake, and he does the crane and whatnot. He does different attacks and different move stance and whatnot, but dude, Lee Wulong is actually pretty damn powerful. As you can see in this video, you're about to see what he can do to a health bar. He's pretty tough. You know, I know me fighting the CPU isn't really much of a challenge, but like I said, I was just trying to practice with these characters. So, you know, if I would have ran online, I would be getting my ass completely pummeled. So ain't no lie about it. You know, I'm not a noob at this game. It's just that I'm not as good as the pros out there. Some of the pros out there actually could really, I hit every time I go online for some dumb reason. It just feel like there's that one guy that's gonna come out there and kill my winning streak, and I know it's coming. Sometimes it's kind of hard just to get on the winning streak nowadays because just about anybody can challenge you in a fight. So if you're new going up against a pro, you're pretty much done for. And a lot of people have already had this game for a while, so it won't be no surprise. I'm replaying this team again because I didn't play as Christy as much, so I figured I would, reselect the team and, play as Christy a little bit more than I played as Lee. So you're gonna see some Christy fight, and I have to say, between Elena and Christy, I don't know which one's actually the better capoeira girl in this game, but I tell you what, I would not mind having them on my team. Both of them, same time, same place. Yep. Anyways, and Chun-Li's still rocking the panda outfit. Just don't let Kuma see her. Game over. Anyways, Christy's got some pretty good normals and some good specials here and there. I like her handstands. Kind of reminds me so much of Eddie Gordo. It's not even funny because when she was released in Tekken 4, I literally thought that she was nothing but a palette swap of Eddie Gordo, and pretty much she kind of was, but she had her own kind of moves here and there that Eddie just couldn't have at all. But I enjoyed Christy, and eventually I picked her over Eddie most of the time. Sometimes I pick Christy over Eddie Gordo, but I can't get away from Eddie Gordo. I think Eddie Gordo was my first Tekken character I played when he first arrived in Tekken 3, I think. He was the first one I played as, but when Christy came, it was, I don't know. I can't argue which one's better, but I have to say, but I had fun with Christy, and in this game, she works pretty damn good. You just have to figure out which moves work well and which ones to, execute here and there. And like I said, once you get her in the handstand motion, you can pretty much devastate your opponent, and it's pretty much game over. And man, she is rocking that outfit. It's not even funny. It's just, she's rocking. And there's Alex. Wish he was in the game. Shoot, love to have Alex in the game. But yeah, I would like to see more characters in this game, to be brutally honest. I think there's a lot more Capcom characters and Street Fighter characters. I mean, as you can see, there's still enough room for maybe a couple of more, character squares here and there on the rock there. I'm pretty sure that eventually, if we ask for it and if Capcom's willing to do so, they could probably bring us a few more. I was like, I would like to see Roger in here from Tekken. Capcom, I would like to see, let's see, let me think. I'm trying to think of a Capcom character that would be nice to have in here. From Street Fighter, not from another Capcom game. Sorry, Mega Man and Pac-Man and whatnot. But I can't think of it. C Viper. I'm surprised she wasn't even in this game. Now, I would like to see C Viper back in this mode. She was one of the dominant Super Street Fighter 4 characters. A lot of people used her in Evo and whatnot. I'm surprised she wasn't even put in this game. I'm sorry. I had to take a pause there. Jury was shaking her ass in front of the screen. I love that girl. She is bad. But anyways, yeah, I would like to see more characters in this game. But I don't know. Capcom might end up just saying that's all the characters that we're gonna, produce. Kind of like in, like I said, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. They said that they're not gonna put any more characters. Clearly, even though they had the Marvel universe and the Capcom universe and had plenty of characters to work with, they were only gonna give us what they were gonna give us. So I don't want to see that in this game. I would like to see more development in this game. I would like to see a whole lot more, or something like that. What this game really needs is online 2-player co-op. That's what this game freaking needs. Screw online co-op. It's time for some, my friends in my house, we want to play online together. Let's do this. Kind of like in Halo. Let's do it. But I don't know if they'll ever do that. They would have to reconfigure the game a whole lot, hell of a lot, before they can do that. I'm willing to pay to have that. Yeah, that's some DLC right there that'll work. So I got some friends that can really help me out in this game and really make this game like so. But anyways, though, as you can see now, you can see Lars and Lisa. These two characters are probably the funnest characters in this entire game. I'm sorry, Lars got all these pokes. He's got all these really good anti-air moves here and there. He's just fun to have on a good team and whatnot. It's just great. As for Lisa, she has some really unique moves. She kind of reminds me a lot of some of the characters in other Capcom games, like Marvel vs. Capcom, where those kind of goofy characters get all these different move sets and whatnot. She's kind of like that. She has the missile punch. She has the chainsaws and whatnot. I've actually come to like her a whole hell of a lot in this game. I didn't know if she was going to be that good or not, but that's my fault for doubting Elisa. And also, I would have to say, doesn't she look great in that jury outfit? I'm sorry, I have to just point that out there. But Lars, he's the man. He's the shit. He's the guy I've been waiting for, and he's the guy that's going to make this game 10 times even more funner than it already has been. So, but yeah, for all 12 of the DLC characters, I think they're all pretty good and they work very, very well. But I'm pretty sure eventually somebody's gonna find some way to break them, and eventually there's gonna be somebody and I'm pretty sure there's already videos of somebody posting a whole bunch of infinite moves and whatnot for each new DLC characters and whatnot, so no surprise there. What you're about to see now is just me just messing with my boy Kaiuza, because I kind of felt kind of bad because I hadn't played him in a while, and that's my homie. I've been sticking with Kaiuza from the beginning of this game, and you know, he's the man. He still is the man. So, and I teamed him up with his stepbrother Lars. So we're about to check this out and see how good this really is. But yeah, all 12 of the DLC characters are pretty good and very responsive to me. I think they're all great. Depending on which one you're really gonna have fun with is all up to you. I think it's just how you want to look at it. But I think it's worth it. If you played this game and if you still have this game, and pick them up. There ain't nothing stopping you, and you can pick them up separately. You don't have to buy all of them. You can buy one separate, one by one. At least I think you can, but I bought them in the whole pack, you know, because I wanted to check them all out. I don't want just one. I want the whole package, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a piece of cookie. I want the whole damn cookie. Damn it. So, and that's exactly what I got. I got the whole damn cookie, and I'm enjoying every little piece of it. So, but overall, the game itself, I'd still give this game about at least a 9 out of 10. I think I have a hell of a 10 times more fun now with the new DLC characters now out. I mean, even though with all the big disappointment with the DLC crap, I think that was the only damn thing everybody complained about. It's the only thing everybody complained about. Literally. I mean, I didn't hear anything else about how bad the game was and how it was kooky and whatnot. I mean, some people complain just to join in on the hate train, and I ain't got nothing for you haters out there for this game. But if you don't like the game, don't pick it up. If you already have the game and you hate it, okay, I can kind of understand you a little bit, but I guess trade it in for another fighting game that you think is better than this game, because clearly I think this game is one of the best fighting games of 2012, and that ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt in my mind that this game is one of the best. You know, because I'm having a hell of a lot more fun. And you know, when friends come over and they see me playing this game, or when they see the game, they're like, let's play some Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I was like, alright, sweet. And you know, I just like I said in my other video, it's just about having fun, man. Yeah, you know, stop being critical and stop being serious about it. Just play the game, have fun. I mean, there's no point in hating on it. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Don't pick it up. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, that's my overall thing about you know, my overall review of the entire game and the 12 DLC characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't expect it to be too informative or whatnot about each character because I didn't even go in detail about them, but I you know, I have my favorites, and I think I have my team that I think I'm gonna be rocking with. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the game and what you think of the new DLC characters, and hit me up. Maybe if you want a match or something, I'll hook you up. But anyways, it's your boy, the Ultimate B-Man, and all I gotta say is peace. Have fun.